is what tends to take place. So they all have to communicate better on that, and that's one of those mistakes they can't make.
And I, again, I don't. Carter's not going to want to talk about it, but I would want to ask him if that puck arrived more slowly than they thought it would.
Yeah, it didn't get to him as fast as he would like. He had then reached for it. See, that's the thing. Like, your human nature takes over. As the goalie, you're going, oh, no, it's not here. Now I got to go and take myself further out of position because you've committed.
Right.
When the right thing probably to do is just get back in the net.
Yeah.
But that's hard to do.
And I guess it's a rule of thumb that Coatsy pointed out is that if you have, if there's guys, if you see guys below the tops of the circles, you should stay put. Mm-hmm. Is that generally what it is?
Yeah.
But again, that thing,
the decision time is just cut down.
Yeah, that thing was fired from the point around behind the net, and I think he stepped out, and he committed to it. Yep. It is what it is. But again, I don't even want to call it a moral victory because that's not what's sticking in my head. I'm focusing on all the things they did right in this game and did well. Yeah. And now, it's just another step toward doing all that on a consistent basis.
Yeah. I mean, the game, they outshoot the Devils in the game. I don't think we've seen this kind of disparity in shots for versus shot against. I mean, we brought up in the pregame show that the Devils are the second highest shots for team in the NHL at 34 or something, I believe. I want to say. I'm going to get it for you right. It's 36.1 shots per game. They held them to half that, 18. The Devils are a team that gives up the third or second least amount of shots per game at 26.2. Flyers beat that by 7. Not that shots mean a lot, but you're talking about a team that generates a lot of shots, prevents a lot of shots, and in this game it was opposite on both of those in the Flyers' favor, and somehow you come away with 3-2 loss, right? And it leaves you scratching your head in a way.
And the shot attempts too, 63 to 42.
Yeah.
And again, only 9 in the first period. So most of those coming in the second and third, which is what you expect in this team. But let's look at what the Flyers were able to generate in that 63 shot attempts. Kevin Hayes had 10 of them.
Wow.
5 on goal, 4 of them.
10 shot attempts for Hayes.
10 shot attempts. 5 got there, 5 did not. 8 for Scott Lawton, including 7 on goal for Scott Lawton. That's a good sign for him making things happen. A bunch of other guys had 4 or 5. Travis Konechny had 6 to go along with 4 hits. So we don't get the breakdown on this, but I would imagine that a lot of this happened in the last 5 to 7 minutes. They were kind of throwing the house at him. And, eventually they pulled Carter and did everything they could there. But
found another house and threw that at him.
Yeah. I mean, and again, it wasn't the same situation that we've been seeing so much of, where they pull the netminder and then they can't get in the house. They can't hurt. Get to the brim. They can't. They generated a lot of genuinely good stuff there in that little window of time.
No doubt about it. Let's get to the Flyers goals here and the Devils.com highlight reel. Devils open the scoring in the game. They get on the board first. The Flyers really dictating the terms of play to this point not even really close. But at 6:01 in the second, the Devils get on the board with Fabian Zetterlund picks up his 5th of the year. Low to high play from Miles Wood puts the Devils up 1-0. But at 7:41, the Flyers I like that they answered relatively quickly too. A minute 40 later, when Travis Konechny on the power play, no less, great low to high play here as well, picks up his 9th of the season to get the game tied at 1. Yeah, great puck move there, as Tim says. Hayes down low to Cates, who gets right off the stick, right to Konechny. Tic-tac-toe in the back of the net. Flyers get the game tied at 1. We go to the third period with the game all knotted up. 1:49 of the third is Dawson Mercer, who picks up his 6th goal of the season. That's the turnover that happens behind the net. Ends up in the back of the net. And then at 6:56, Jack Hughes is able to spin off Provorov and get to get to the side of the net and throws kind of a dead angle shot on. Carter maybe was a little bit flat along the goal line here on this one, and ends up squeezing through. And Hughes picks up his 13th. They go up 3-1. But then at 15-12, the Flyers get within one when Lucas Sedlak picks up his third of the season. Bit of a turnaround there, and a good point by Tim. A lot of traffic around that. That's what creates the opportunity.
They worked on that in practice yesterday.
Yeah,
they were specifically getting two guys to the front of the net. They had it's not enough necessarily right now for this team to just get one guy there or whatever. They were working on it being double coverage down low, one on each post. And what ends up happening on that particular play is that Scott Lawton drifts a little bit high, so you have that layered screen that we've always talked about.
Yeah.
And so that was great for me to see, that they had worked on that, and that it paid off. And then furthermore after that, on all those other chances, deflections, lots and lots of deflections. They worked on that too. They were trying to find ways to get pucks to the net and have traffic crossing in front, where you got to stick on the puck and redirected it. Not the traditional sense of somebody standing there and redirecting it. Somebody actually moving across the grain and trying to find that deflection. So they capitalized on one, they executed the other, but it just didn't find the back of the net. But it was good to see both of these things.
It's an all in effort to up the potency of the opportunities of getting the puck to the net.
Yeah.
By creating those traffic layered screens, redirections, and then sometimes rebounds as well. Sedlak gets that goal there. Travis Sanheim, Tony D'Angelo pick up the assist. The next 4.5 minutes would be mayhem as the Flyers do everything they had at the New Jersey netminder. Kira Schmidt, unable to get anything by him. It was the goal that was basically called back because of the running into the goalie. So all said and done, it's a 3-2 final in favor of the Devils. They've won, 11 straight on the road? Is that right?
Yes, and that would be a franchise record for them.
Yeah.
They had won 10 in a row once.
Had to do with Brodeur, right?
Yeah, I think that was one of the things they did in 2011. 2001, excuse me, that we were talking about earlier. But yeah, they hadn't done that very often, and I think they might have done it once in Colorado too. But they get that record tonight, unfortunately, at the hands of the Flyers. But I think it could be said the Flyers did everything but win this game. They just had again one too many mistakes.
Yeah, no question.
Everything else is great.
Let's take a timeout. We'll come back with more here on the postgame show as the Flyers fall to the Devils by a final score of 3-2. We're back after this on the BetRivers.com Flyers Broadcast Network. It's Brian Smith, Jason Martinez here at the East Food Hall. Well, I guess the tank crowd will like tonight. They played good. They played hard. They outplayed the opponent, but they came away with a loss.
Yeah.
Right?
Again, it's very hard to come out and talk about it like this because it's a National Hockey League, and it's
pro sports, right?
It's pro sports, and you're paid to win. But as much as I've ever had a situation like this in 20 years of working in this business, right now it's a situation for me where wins and losses are almost secondary. I wouldn't say they're secondary, but when you play like this tonight and you don't get the result, you're kind of heartened by that you did play like this, and now you get excited to build on this and try to do the same thing on Monday against Colorado. You get to the point where now you know you can do it, and they're going to take this tape, and they're a complete day off tomorrow. But at some point, whether it's even before Monday or not, they're going to take this tape and show the heck out of it. Be like, boys, this is it. This is how we need to come out and attack on a night in, night out basis, and then the team will be more competitive. I mean, they still, they only get 2 goals tonight, one of them on the power play. Even if you're not scoring, you're able to play like this, you're going to be competitive on a night in, night out basis. You're not going to get turned aside 8-1 every night. So they're going to be competitive whether there's wins or losses or not.
Bill Meltzer put out a tweet with his assessment of the game. He said Flyers played a hell of a game on the whole, but when you can't score, you have no margin for error. They made just a couple of significant mistakes, and they've ended up in the net. And that's them in a nutshell. And we're going to say that again this season.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to do revisionist history here, but I will say that there were a couple of times in the second period where Carter went behind his net, and I was just a little bit nervous about it. There's something about it that didn't look decisive. I don't know if I was seeing a lack of confidence, what I was seeing, but a couple of times he went back there and it was just like, he need to get rid of that. And he did for the most part. I think there was one of those two where New Jersey did arrive, but they managed to get it out of there. And I would not be surprised if somebody in the New Jersey locker room was able to tell us that they talked about that in between periods, because you notice that play, the Devils sent guys in, one on either side. Yeah. And it was almost like they were looking for it, I thought. So I think they might have sensed a little blood in the water there. And, if they did, and credit to them, they were able to take advantage of it.
I understand from some tweets that John Tortorella's media conference didn't go very long tonight, and he certainly didn't use a lot of words. And so, this is a team that I think that I don't think it's a thing where he's mad at the way they played or anything. I think he hates the result for the players.
Yes, he does.
You know what I mean?
And we're seeing a pattern, I think. And he said this at one point. He said that there's times when after a win he'll be in a bad mood, and then after a loss he'll be in a good mood. Yeah. So he's not a guy that wants to come out after a game and give some huge evaluation of it, because he wants to be able to go back and look at it the next day. When you're on a bench and you're trying to manage a game, I got to imagine there's a lot of things you miss. Mm-hmm. Especially when you're his height. Have you noticed that?
Yeah,
he needs to build the same height as him. I mean, I sit there watching him, and it's like half the time I lose him back there. It's like, how do you see any? But at any rate, he wants to be able to give an informed analysis when he gives it, and
contextual.
Yeah, right. And after games, it can be kind of hard to do that,
and also very emotional.
Yeah,
and I think if anything we know about Torch is he's a little emotional.
Yes, and that's I think that's what this organization needs right now. To be honest, you need somebody that's emotional and pretty passionate about getting this stuff right, as opposed to just being we're going to get it right. It was a good game. They need that spark right now. So again, I would say there won't be any media tomorrow.
So a full day off tomorrow?
Yeah, I believe it's
CBA day.
Yeah, and so Monday they'll come back out morning skate for Colorado, and I'm sure we'll probably hear a little more then about what he thought about this game tonight and some of the things the team did well.
Yeah, so the homestand will continue on Monday with Colorado coming in. Of course, the defending Stanley Cup champs, and there is some incredible dynamic talent that they can put on the ice.
The video on Twitter is 47 seconds.
That's his press conference.
Start to finish.
I'll play that whole thing in tomorrow's Flyers Daily. Of course, you got to go longer so I can talk less.
I was going to say 13 seconds in before he even said anything.
All right. Can't wait for the ride home. I can listen to it 70 times when I sit in traffic on 95 because they're probably still repaving.
It's a Saturday night. They better not be.
I know, enough already.
Oh, my goodness.
So Colorado comes in Monday through 22 games, 13-8-1, 27 points. They're actually in the third spot in the Central in the Western Conference, and then the Flyers will wrap up the homestand with Washington, who's 3 points up on the Flyers in standings with a record of 10-11-4, 24 points. And we'll see the Caps on Wednesday. Let's take a time out. Our final time out here of the post-game show. It's Brian Smith, Jason Martinez at the East Food Hall. The Flyers fall against the New Jersey Devils. Final score 3-2. We're back after this on the BetRivers.com Flyers broadcast network. We lose station.
Go.
All right, we are back.
How good.
We just lost all our audio for a second there, but we are back live at the East Food Hall. It's Brian Smith, Jason Martinez on the post-game show. And real quick, look at this number real quick. Yeah, the Flyers in their last 8, 9, 12 games, 1-8-3.
Yep.
They've only scored in 12 games, 24 goals. So that tells me 2 goals per game.
It's a number that seems high to me, but go on.
Yep. They've given up 50 goals in those 12 games. They've been outscored by 26 goals in 12 games.
Yeah.
Now there's 6 goals, maybe 7 even, that are empty net.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some overtime goals in there. 3 overtime goals, obviously. 2 overtime in the shootout. But 2 goals a game, today's NHL?
No, it's not. And again, they're consciously focusing on the defense first. That's the thing that they're working on. And again, I can't say I keep a log of what they work on in practice every day, but I felt like yesterday was the first time that I saw them, plainly working on offensive situations, because they were, the team was needing to figure out a way not to get hemmed into its own zone for 6 minutes like it did the other night. So they did work on that in practice, and they accomplished some things. And so now they just have to try to build on it, because again, there's not going to be a lot of practice time coming up. You've got what's this week? They're the CBA day off tomorrow. They play on Monday. They could have a skate on Tuesday. They play on Wednesday. Thursday they have to fly to Las Vegas. So they're not going to get a ton of skating time probably during that little trip, because they're flying all over. They got to fly back to Jersey and then
you work your way back east in the way.
Yeah. So there's not a lot of time for them to skate coming up here in the next few days. So they do want to look at tonight, and the mistakes that happened tonight, they weren't systems. They weren't they weren't things that are like they were just little fluky things that can be gone over and corrected, and just have to. It was a lot of some of it was mental, really. I think. So I can't look at this game and find a ton wrong with it. Obviously, you've got to find a way to get some more pucks through. I wish Kira Schmidt's attempt to shoot the puck down the ice had bounced back and wide goal.
Opportunities to goalie for a goal.
That's right.
One goal game, you don't do that.
No, you don't. And so, it could have benefited from a couple more bounces tonight, sure. But, everything that you saw in this game tonight is a step in the right direction. And so that's the way the Flyers are going to look at this, and that's what they're going to do to try to take it into Monday's game against Colorado.
All right, let's get at it. Let's thank a few people before we do this. Let's start with our in-studio engineer, about Mike Vito, on the knobs and dials tonight. You told me, Mike, and I already forget. Dan Fritz is on highlights tonight. Okay, good job by Dan. I'm so terrible. What's your name again?
Well, it doesn't help that in the Egan's here, he's feeding you names that don't exist.
Yeah, I find that entertaining. Thanks. I know Megan's name. She did a great job with her crew here tonight as well. Row crew. For Tim Saunders, Steve Coates, Betsy Deming, our on-site engineer as well, Brian Smith, I'm Jason Tivish. You've been listening to Philadelphia Flyers Hockey, a 3-2 loss against the New Jersey Devils on the BetRivers.com Flyers podcast network. Good night, everybody.